So here is my face, no makeup on it at all. And I know you're here because you want to see how to get a flawless skin makeup routine. So my skin has nothing on it. And as you can see, I have hyperpigmentation around my mouth. I have acne scars, I have regular scars, and I have dark marks under my eyes. So the first step is to put on a primer, and I'm using the Pro Filter Instant Retouch Primer. This is great for any foundation of makeup, and especially since I'm in China and it's hot and the humidity is on deck, honey, I'm going to use this. Next is the most important, even though this video is going fast, but just listen to what I'm saying. You want to color correct. Color correction is a major part. It's major to having flawless skin, because you once you put on your foundation, your makeup, you want to have an even toned skin, and what color correcting do is creates an even base for your skin. It cancels out darkness, because I'm using red, and red, orange, salmons, all in that family, they cancel out any any darkness. So next, I'm using my foundation, and I'm using a little of the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter in 410, and I'm using a little Maybelline Superstay full coverage, and I'm just using a little. I put one pump of each on each hand, but I didn't use all of it. And look how it created a nice even, I don't know what's wrong with me, like jet lag and everything has been tearing me up. I've been trying to do this voiceover for, this is my 15th attempt and nothing sounds right. I'm stuttering, but here it is, guys. I'm just going to do it. So that's my foundation. I think it looks pretty good. I still have like a little redness. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys that before I put on my foundation, I let my primer sit on my face to set, and I did my eyebrows, and then before I did my eyebrows, I did color correct, so it can, those things, the primer and the color correction, can have time to set and do its own thing, so you won't just be piling on makeup and then it just looks all crazy. So give everything time before you add something else on to the next level, if you understand what I'm saying. So now is the concealer, and what I like to do with my concealer, I like to put like a lighter color up in my eyes, like in my eye, whatever that's called, my brain, and then I put a darker color under it. And the reason why I do this is it creates like a good blendable finish for me. Like I don't have to spend time blending out that such a bright highlight. I do want my under eyes to be bright and lifted because I do have bags naturally, but I don't want it to be all under and too bright, so I do use a darker concealer. And then when I blend out, I blend up, because that actually gives an illusion of a bright and healthy young face. So that V right there that you see, I always try to blend out, and it gives like an automatic facelift, I think, anyway. So, and then I want to tell you what I'm using, the tools. I like to use a tool, the brush, as a foundation in my concealer, because it actually takes away some of the product, because you want this, you want your skin to look flawless and like it's actually your skin. You don't want it to look caked on, even though it can. But if you use a sponge as opposed to a brush, this is how I feel, you get that more natural look. You don't, and then I feel like brushes just have the makeup sit on top of your face. I don't like that. Okay, so now I'm going to add some more concealer in areas, and as I'm doing this, And I did spray. That's another thing you need. Every step that I take, I'm spraying the Fix It Plus, because I want to set everything, and like I said, it's going to be hot, and I don't want to melt and just be all oily and just look a hot mess. So I'm going to take my powder, I'm going to set all the areas. This is my Sacha, and I'm not going to bake. I'm just going to press it into my skin so I don't have to brush anything away, if you know what I'm saying. I just wanted to set into my makeup to set everything in place. And then another step, I like to contour, but I don't like to contour with anything too dark. I used to do that all the time, and my face would look, when I look back, I'm like, girl, what is you doing? But now I learned from those mistakes, because the more and more you do makeup, the more you learn, you find out what you like and what you dislike. So I like to contour with something like a one shade darker than me, not too dark. I used to go super dark. And this is all preference. You just learn what you like. And here you see I sprayed that setting spray on, and I was trying to buff it out with the brush, but you have to let it dry down a little, and then you go back. So I did apply a little bit more, and then I'm like, forget it. You see I'm trying to use that brush. But I'm going to go ahead and pick up that sponge, and look at that. Look what it did. Boom. Blend right out. It takes away some of the product, but leaves a good amount on, and it looks flawless to me. So it's just my preference. For now, one day you might see me using a brush, but for now, I'm loving my sponge. I can't go anywhere without one of these sponges. And you know, I never use a beauty blender, the real beauty blender, because I'm just like so frugal. And when I see $25 or $30, I'm like, ah. You know, but if this one is really good, I can. But what's the difference? Like the material? Anyway, I'll check. I'm blending everything in, and then I'm just going to go ahead and blend my nose contour. And some people don't prefer to contour their nose. Some days, like I said, some days I feel like contouring my nose, and sometimes I don't. I don't feel like I need to, but I like the look of it, you know. Now I'm going to go back with my foundation, and I'm going to apply a little on there, my forehead, because you want everything to blend together well. You don't want to see any spaces or anything lighter than the other. So going back with your foundation brush or sponge that you use, go back in and blend everything together. Now I'm going to use a pressed powder from Colourpop, and this is setting my contour, because like I said, you want to set everything. Especially if you're somewhere that's hot and you want your makeup to last, set it. So I'm using my pressed powder from Colourpop, and I'm just going in everywhere that I contoured. And also I like the look of it, the look of the color, and because it brings life back into my face. So go ahead and set your contour just like I set my highlight. Okay, so I'm setting everything, but look at my skin. Doesn't it look good? But I hate the way that this camera is angled, because I had a little travel stand, and then it didn't stand up to the height that I wanted it to, and it's just showing my chins. Okay, so I did add some eyeshadow, and I just wanted to make sure I looked good in China. I have some stories that I want to tell you guys about China and the way that they treat us in China. So stay look out for some videos from me from that, okay? But anyway, I'm going to add some cute highlight to my nose and my lips and to my cheekbones, and really that is about it, guys. I hope this helped you a lot. You can see how my face kind of looks blurred. Like, it looks nice and smooth, don't you think? I look like a bronze goddess with no pores, honey. But when you take the makeup off, you see the real deal. But this is the point of the video. I wanted to show you my skin routine, my makeup, my fake skin routine, I guess you can say, how to make your skin look flawless with makeup. I hope this helped, and I hope you guys subscribe, and I hope you guys will press the notification bell so you can be notified every time I do upload a new video. And I'm just doing my lips here. Share this video if you feel like it helped, and don't mind those lashes, honey, because I had a problem. Okay, they gave me a huge problem. But anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Peace.
Bao giờ có đâu là 2 8 hả bạn?